Hey, pay attention. This is why you need this on the shelf. So why is this an important product for me to own? What will this do for me? How will it keep me safe?
Well, actually, it's a very good question. This is a pepper spray. Although it may look like a flashlight or something of that nature, it actually is a pepper spray. The good thing about this is that it's small, it's very concealable, it doesn't look like a pepper spray. Right, so it's something that you're going to want to carry. What we're most proud of is a story like Catherine's. She used our product to get away from an attacker, and this was televised on ABC News in Arizona. Here's Catherine to retell her story.
My name is Catherine Lovato. I received the Pepperface Palm Defender as a gift from my mom. I didn't think I would ever have to use it. However, as seen on the local Phoenix ABC news station, in February 2008, the time came when I needed it. In an attempted carjacking, a man had physically assaulted me and pushed me up against the side of my vehicle, demanding the keys to my car. I was able to fight him off using the Pepperface Palm Defender. I escaped from the attack relatively unharmed, with my property intact. Since then, I appreciate the added security having the Pepperface Palm Defender affords me. I can feel safe walking alone, knowing that I have a way to defend myself with me on my keys at all times. The Pepperface Palm Defender is essential to own. It has a sleek design, it's not obtrusive, and it's easy to use should the need ever arise. I didn't think I would ever have to use my Pepperface Palm Defender, but I am forever grateful that it was on my keychain.
Made from aerospace aluminum for durability. Nearly impossible to spray yourself. Thumb trigger for dependable spraying. Wraparound rapid release safety prevents accidental spraying. World's smallest refillable aerosol pepper spray inserts. So you've piqued my interest, and I have a job where I leave late at night sometimes, and I'm usually one of the last ones to leave, and it does feel unsafe, but I don't want to carry around that bulky thing, which I don't. So if I do get one of these, can I try it?
Absolutely, you can try that one. That actually has the water tester in it.
So you just hold it like that?
Correct.
And then you just simply swing it over.
Flip to safety.
And then there's water in here. I'm not
Correct.
going to spray you with pepper.
And you can go ahead and spray that, actually. You can spray it right at me.
You sure you want me to spray you?
Absolutely. Go ahead. Give it your other shot. So.
That's cool. It's very easy.
It is.
And it actually comes out a lot stronger and powerful than I thought.
Realistically, when you spray it, it actually goes into a pattern. So you don't necessarily have to spray it directly at the person. You know what I mean? You can just spray it in the vicinity of it. And then what it does is it goes into their eyes, mouth, nose,
I see
ears.
your eyes watering now just from the water.
Just from the water. So every girl out there probably has one of these. Does it look familiar to you?
I used to have one, but I hated carrying it around. It's not really something, you take your keys with you everywhere, and I don't always have my purse with me, so having that bulky thing, that's not something I can just throw in my back pocket or a jacket. It's too large.
You know, and I totally agree with you. The concept of this is very old. You know, this is a fairly inexpensive spray, but at the same time, there's too many variables where this would not come in handy if in fact you were attacked. For example, you know, if you have your keys, you're holding them this way, and then you have to open this up, you have to unbuckle this, turn the safety, point it at someone. You don't know if you're spraying yourself, you know, it's going to spray at them or spray back at you, right? Or it gets yanked out of your hand. It's very just non-user friendly.
If I can't slide it quick enough, it gets stuck or something. I don't have that kind of time to be playing with it.
Agreed. So, you know, you don't have time to say, hey, hold on, let me get my pepper spray, right?
Hold on while I spray you.
Right. So using this one, all you really have to do, and I'm going to show you how to very easily use ours. The great thing about it is, number one, the safety is very easy to use. It just slides over. And then the other part about it is you have to point it at your attacker. So realistically, you're pointing it at them and you spray it. Now don't be alarmed, that was just a tester. The great thing about our product versus anybody else's is that you can actually purchase test units. They're water-based. So you can practice using it before you actually have to go out and use it.
Well, that's good because, I mean, hopefully I never have to use it, but at least when it comes time for it, I know exactly what I'm doing instead of, not that it's hard to use, obviously, but that way I know exactly what I'm doing. So.
With every spray that you purchase, we'll send you the directions on how to go ahead and replace the test insert to go ahead and practice with it versus the heat insert, which is actually the pepper spray in itself. You can distinguish the one from the other because the blue is test, or if you think about water or whatever the case may be, red for heat, obviously. So therefore, you won't be able to confuse the two, right? The other great thing about this is that if in fact you need to use it as a weapon, it's in your palm. It's not going to get yanked out of your hand because of the textured aluminum casing that it's in. So you can swipe your keys at someone, you could punch someone with it, you could actually hit them if you needed to, like in the face with it. So it becomes...
it's not exactly just the spray that's benefiting me. Whatever I can do with it is going to help me get away.
Exactly. Now going back to this is something, like I said, it's very inexpensive. You would throw this away when you're done with it. And like I said, you're probably not going to even carry it, but if you do, after a certain amount of time, you're going to have to throw it away. The great thing about our product is that it's refillable. So after about 18 to 24 months, we will actually send you a reminder. There is the date on the product, on the heat insert itself, that tells you when it expires.
Because I would not remember when I got it, and then I think it was good if, God forbid, I mean, obviously, you're not attacked every day.
Right,
so.
Absolutely.
Notice yours are really pretty. It's something sparkly that catches my attention, and it actually looks like a pretty keychain, so it's got to be more expensive than the ugly basic one.
Well, you know, that's a really good question, and they are. But over time, with the replacement inserts, you're actually saving money. These will cost you somewhere in the neighborhood of $10 to $15, correct? Mm-hmm. This, of course, is going to cost a little bit more, but the inserts are less than $10. So every 2 years when you need to replace the insert, over time, you're going to wind up saving money because you're going to have to throw these away. They're not useful to you. The inserts are replaceable, plus there's a lifetime guarantee on the product in itself.
That's nice. I get to keep, if I pick out a pretty case, I get to have that for as long as I need it.
Well, that was the whole concept of doing the replacement inserts, because of the fact that we feel that if you're going to spend that extra money or get the Swarovski crystal one, you're gonna want to be able to hold on to that for as long as you can. So therefore, the replacement insert. This way you go ahead and replace that and you still get to keep the bling bling, so to speak.
Yeah, that's nice, because I don't want to go spend a bunch of money and pick out one I like and then have to go and spend that same amount again because I have to replace it. So,
yeah, and that was basically the whole concept of having the replaceable insert.
So are these the only styles that you guys offer, and are they mostly just for women? I noticed, I really don't think a man would be walking around with rhinestones or crystals on their pepper spray.
You're right. You know what? That's a very good question and a very good point. The black one is actually something, or possibly even the steel one, guys would be able to use. If you really look at this, this is kind of, it looks like a mag light or a mag flashlight. So if a guy were to carry these around, I carry one. I mean, so it's not going to throw anybody off that way. Then you have the Swarovski crystal ones where you can custom design them. Go to the website, you can pick existing designs that we already have. They come in number 5 size crystal, which is a very small one. You can do a lot of details with that, number 7 or number 12. This is actually a number 7, and then the larger ones are the 12s. And you can go to our website and we'll design whatever it is that you want.
So if I want to put my initial on one, I'm able to do that too?
Absolutely. So I think this is definitely something that you should have. It's great for anyone that works in the like nightlife industry, college students, you know, brothers buying it for their sisters, fathers buying it for their daughters, you know, moms buying it for their granddaughters, or whatever the case may be. It's definitely something you should have.
You never know where you are, and people are crazy.
Right.
Vote for us to get on the shelf and get your own at pepperface.com. I got mine.